The Exton Square Mall revitalization plan was rejected by West Whiteland Township last week. I'm going to tell you what it means and what could be happening down the road. So if you get some value out of this or you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. And if you want to schedule a call with our team about how you can move to Exton or the surrounding areas, you can do that with the link right in the comments. The Exton Square Mall revitalization plan was rejected last week. Abrams Realty, they had this whole plan for redevelopment that would have included an active adult community, new townhomes being built, green space, a lot of great stuff. I grew up not too far from there. I worked at the Exton Square Mall as a kid, and now that building just sits there and it is vacant. There is nothing going on, and Exton's this hub where there's a lot of retail moving in. There's more restaurants being built, and that just sits there, and there's a missed opportunity here. So this happened last week, and Abrams Realty, they plan to file a lawsuit following the West Whiteland Township Board of Supervisors' rejection of its master plan, according to BizNow. Here is the quote from Peter Abrams. For political reasons, it looks like these guys didn't want to approve us. My partners and I view this as a bump in the road because our court case is so strong. He added that he doesn't expect the legal case to affect the construction timeframe. And the thing about this, the Planning Commission approved the plan unanimously in August, but there was vocal criticism from a lot of folks. And the board's rejection later was a real surprise to the Director of Planning and Zoning, John Weller, who had expected approval even with the objections. Following the resignation of Supervisor Joanne Kelton, another board chair and Vice Chair Brian Dunn criticized several aspects of the proposals. This is all very surprising, and they emphasized they listened to and considered a lot of community opposition to the project. There were hundreds of emails from residents concerning traffic conditions, and the density is more than we would like to be there. So, this is, to me, a miss. It's very disappointing because if you look at what's going on in malls right now, with the exception of King of Prussia, which is a retail destination in the Northeast, not just a mall, there's nothing going on at these places. These places sit vacant. Look at Granite Run. Look at Plymouth Meeting. It's a miss for the people in West Whiteland and for the community because this could have been this vibrant spot where people live. It builds more housing that's going to be a lot more affordable than the large single-family homes being built in Chester County. The average new construction sale price is north of $800,000, and it ranges from $850,000 to over $1 million in Chester, Delaware, and Montgomery counties. So you need some stuff that's a little more affordable, much like what happened in Town Center in King of Prussia. That's such a good comparison. So you have this rejection coming, and I'm going to call West Whiteland Township as being a little hypocritical because in the same week, this is all on Vista.today, Toll Brothers is planning a massive age-restricted community on 100 acres in Exton on Swedesford Road. This is very close to the mall, by the way. And Toll Brothers paid $70 million for this. They plan to construct its largest age-restricted residential development in the Philadelphia area. So the largest 55 and over in the greater Philadelphia area is getting built right down the street, and it's at 301 to 305 Church Farm Lane. The project is going to have 317 units, and it's going to be a mix of townhomes and single-family homes built for people that are 55 and over. And it was green-lit last year, and it's the largest development to receive approval in West Whiteland Township since 2020. So they're approving this, and Church Farm is maybe 2 miles east of the Exton Square Mall. So this is getting approved. I'm guessing because it's only residential. I wasn't at the meetings. And they're calling this a resort-style neighborhood with on-site amenities. And this is getting approved. But the Exton Square Mall got rejected. I mean, what are we doing here? And I think there's a big upside for West Whiteland and for the the Exton area and in Westchester School District having an age-restricted community being built because it's going to open up some larger single-family homes in the area. There's a real demand for these 55 and over communities. But how do you approve one and not the other? What's traffic going to be like 2 miles east? This makes absolutely no sense. And when you got this big vacant piece of land sitting there, and I've talked to Peter Abrams. I've been on Zoom calls with him. We're looking to get him on our radio show. He's got a vision here that's going to be pretty great. And you see this get approved, but something not get approved doesn't make a whole ton of sense to me. And then you look at what's happening in other malls. So right now in media, this got announced about a week and a half ago, where the Granite Run Mall used to be another big vacant mall sitting around. They have an IKEA store coming there. And the IKEA media store is going into the promenade at Granite Run Mall right off Baltimore Pike. It's 1111 West Baltimore. And it's going to arrive in spring 2026. And it's going to make IKEA more accessible to customers. If you've ever been to the IKEA stores around here, it is filled with traffic. So something like that. Now, this isn't Exton. This is in media. It's a different municipality, different local government. You've got something like that getting approved in a mall that's just sitting there vacant, because that's what malls do now. If you've been to those three in particular, Plymouth Meeting, Granite Run, and Exton, that's what's going on. And the media store is going to be about 3,755 square feet. It's going to be leased retail space. And you can't buy stuff on site. It's going to be shipped there, so they can't be taken home the same day. Odds are they're probably coming from the Plymouth Meeting site. This is what needs to happen at places like this. There needs to be a reimagination of malls. No one goes to the malls anymore. King of Prussia is it. That's the destination. Everyone wants to go there, and even people don't want to go there. They want to get stuff shipped to their house. They're looking for boutique stores. The consumer shopping experience and mindset has changed. Why is West Whiteland denying this? It sounds like a bunch of nonsense to me. They're approving one project 2 miles down the road, denying the other. When the other project, just look at what's happening in King of Prussia. There is such a case study there for the town center. You've got REI. You've got a ton of great restaurants in there. You've got the Toll Brothers community that was built in there, okay? You have the Brownstones. You have luxury townhomes, condos. They're great places. Why would you not want that in your community? You want a big vacant building instead? Makes no sense. It hurts affordable housing, which everyone's looking for. And it's a miss. I mean, I don't know what else you do with the space. You just want it to be vacant? Is that the goal? Makes no sense whatsoever. Bad move by West Whiteland Township.